Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The end zone, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the air, it's Daniels. Here's the heat. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Henderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it, they're on the run. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
On the ready. Takes the handoff. It's Brock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Caught, and he's close to a first down. A nice pickup there. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Fitzpatrick. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
To the air, it's Flores. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, number 2, with the grab and the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Looking to fire. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fitzpatrick. Stumbled to the ground.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Got it in the middle. It's Brock. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that skill.
This is a guy that can find you the hit and yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Turning it on! He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 45, on his way. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Got the first down and more. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's caught. It's Freeman. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Makes the catch. It's Brock. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
That would be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Still some work to do after. Handoff to the lone back. They'll get him on to the 28. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Tosses it incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the point after is good.
Oklahoma State, 21, Kansas.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's 4. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pickett. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Second down coming up. Let's go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll throw on third and short. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Jukes his way for more. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Henderson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They're going to run it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the heat. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later on.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Flores. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Fitzpatrick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
42 Spider, 4-2 to go.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a gap. It's Brock.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half if it may start paying some dividends.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. Got some room to run. The 30. Inside. And he's going to run it all the way back. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give is to Williams. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. You need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna take a shot, and this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A 1st down for the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. And here they come, almost all the way back.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Flores. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Cowboys are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
On the run, it's Brock. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
45, Kansas, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good fly.
things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State ready to kick. Get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cowboys offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Grab near the sticks, it's Rigby. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Brock. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming out. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brock. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince them. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Dropping back, it's Flores. Fakes the grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Fitzpatrick. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw. Working the big fella to the corner. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A run to the quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Wildcats! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell. Once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Flores. The throw to the outside is complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quick spin on the line. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hand, it's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going back to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Irvin. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Throwing right with the catch. It's Irvin. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Good job by the coverage. Put a stop to that return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what...
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice move to keep running. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Finds the tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Flores. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Fields. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Flores. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Touchdown, Kansas State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 24 over Kennesaw State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. Turning it on! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
To throw, it's Flores. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Brock. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. 2nd down coming up.
29 Philly.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Brock. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. to the air on first down. He's got him down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Cowboys have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cowboys look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Trying to barge their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to...
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
Got it in the middle. It's Oakley. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd knows when to bring him. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. What a good mix of...
Or if it's passed, they got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the...
Boys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Flores. It's complete. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Plucks it out of the air.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irvin. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're looking looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brock. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable football.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. Past the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25 in the last. There he goes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Flores. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation